Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome, I guess, back to City of Gangsters. This is a game that I played over a year ago now, maybe about a year and a half, roughly. I ended in December 2021, to give you an example. When I played the game, I started on Detroit, and the seed was possibly the worst anyone who's seen my video has ever seen before. And I can attest to that. It was torture. And then I moved over to Chicago, and that one was far more successful. But then the game updated, and they added a bunch of new content, and a lot of my game broke. After a while, I couldn't interact with things, and stuff just wasn't working anymore. So I determined that after a while, after they would add more to this game, that I would wait, and then I would play it again. Now, in the meantime, this game has become weirdly popular, but who am I to judge? You guys like it, I like this game, we're all gonna have some fun. This is gonna be a redo, start from scratch, go from the beginning, okay? We're gonna learn as we go, right? It's been a year for me. Some of you maybe never seen this game before. So, what we're gonna do is, this episode is gonna be dedicated to the tutorial, because there is a lot of tutorial to play. And then next episode is going to be the official first episode. So if you don't want to watch the tutorial, feel free to skip this one entirely. I'm going to go through it, I'm going to learn everything I can, then I'm going to start with episode 1, and we're going to do Detroit again, because I do like the idea of the US-Canada border thing. Also, for those who watched my last series but are, just watching me now, I'm a VTuber now, so kudos to that. So we're going to do the tutorial, but before I do that, let me move myself a little bit here. I'm in the way of what's going to be a lot of information, so I'm just going to be right down here, and we're going to have some fun. So let's do the tutorial. Generating the map of Chicago. I recognize Chicago. It was a fun-ass time. I enjoyed the hell out of it. But clearly this map is very different from the one that I played. I like how the streets change as they go. That's pretty cool. So, finalizing. What are we doing and how are we doing? John Smith. You finally arrive in the big city, Chicago. The year is 1920, dawn of the Gilded Age. The country is prosperous, but divided. The National Prohibition Act just made it illegal to sell, manufacture, or transport alcoholic beverages anywhere in the country. This law is seen as an attack on city residents and immigrants who don't support the temperance movement. Naturally, nobody in the city takes this law seriously. Illegal speakeasies and alcohol operations are popping up all over. And it's easy to persuade the police to look the other way, right? It's like jaywalking, No one takes it too seriously. You arrive in the melting pot with a few dollars in your pocket and a family connection. You're staying with your uncle, Louis Rax. I don't know how to pronounce that, the A vowel. It looks Polish, perhaps. It's certainly European in nature. He has a small business in the city. He's going to show you the ropes. But you don't want to run the family store. You dream of making it big, and this situation is full of opportunities for someone like you. Someone who's not afraid to take risks. As you get off the train, you take in the sights of skyscrapers and endless crowds. You already know this is the beginning of something great. So, let's do some tutorializing. This is a Smith Villa down in the downtown area. So, approaches you as you get off the train. John, my dear nephew, it's so good to see you. He's Australian now. How do you like our neighborhood? Sure, it may not look like much, but it's ours. Let me show you around. Okay, continue. First thing you gotta learn is looking around, as all games are basic in that way. Use the WASD, and use left mouse. Click and drag with the left mouse button. Cool. I haven't learned how to zoom out yet, though. Give it a second. I swear, there's more going on in this game. So, zoom in and out with F and R. F and R. F and R! That's peculiar. Now, I know this game uses a lot of keys. I didn't actually ever do that. I'm a very mouse-oriented kind of player. Ooh, yeah, I vaguely recall there being a train station that I interacted with when I did my Chicago series. So, what do we got? Finally, to rotate the map, use the Q and E. That's why Q and E are not based on the zoom in and out. Or use the middle mouse button. Click and drag with the middle mouse button. Ah, here we go. It took a second to register. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't... It very rarely registers. I think it's based on where I'm, like, clicking. I don't know. It's weird and it's not working properly all the time. So we're gonna figure that out as we go. And by the way, you can use the right mouse button and escape key. It can be used to close dialogues, pop-up windows except for the dialogue window. Okay. Use the right mouse button and the escape key. Right mouse button on the thing. Alright, well, hit escape. Ah, okay. So, hit continue on that one. Alright, what do we got here? Give it a... Perfect. I like when the streets are lined up on the grid here. This blue marker represents you on the game map and will follow your car as you drive around. Click on it to select it. Do you see the bright orange column of light? I do, my dude, I do. Of your marker that shows where you are currently selected to perform various actions. You can see all the information about your selected person on the side of the UI. I got my traits here, I got what's in the vehicle, I got all the cool stuff. Let's examine it in order. First is the person mugshot. This is what I look like. Same as on the marker, it's easy to identify who is who. Unless they look eerily similar, like in my last game. Second is the vehicle you're driving. Assume they're assigned to one. Oh, they're driving. Yeah, they're assigned to a vehicle, unless they aren't, you know. Right next to that is your action points and movement points. Determine how many actions you can do a turn, and your movement points, yeah, which determine how far you can drive per turn. This game is really spoon-feeding you the tutorial. It's a lot of information overload, so I doubt new players are gonna be entirely, you know, unused to this. Like, they're not gonna learn a lot as they go. So I'm not entirely sure who this tutorial is for, but we're gonna learn as we go. You can use those up, drive around, and get things done. Person is assigned to a car, you will see its inventory right below. Yeah, that's good. Good to see the car. Meanwhile, right below the person's portrait, you can see their traits and details of their past experience. Oh, I'm slightly in the way of the dialogue box, I just realized. Can I move that? I cannot move that. Also, I just moved myself. No, go back. Moving your mouse over any of these elements will reveal more details. Go ahead, try it. I have tried it, thank you. Finally, select somebody. You have three options. You click on the marker above above the car. You can click on their crew card in the upper right corner of the screen, that. Or press the number key. Oh, I didn't even know that. Man, I'm already learning. Press 1. Okay. Now, let's look at your cash and vehicles. Cool. Up here, you can see your cash. This is the total stored in all your buildings and vehicles. Mouse over it to see where they all are. 300 on me, 550 in the building. See how much is in each location, and also how much you've gained or lost last turn. You mean this turn. It says this turn right there. Next to your vehicles, cars and trucks. I got one, I believe, car and 0 trucks. Even though that looks smaller than that. Anyway. Max number you can handle at the moment. You also need parking spaces or repair shops to increase the max number. Very nice. To the left is your corners and crew size. These are very important things. Keep in mind. Right now your crew is just you, by yourself. You'll be able to hire more people once you expand your territory a bit. Mouse over to see your details. Yeah, this is just me, and these are my corners. Corners are your territory. These buttons on the top left are the far left show a variety of overlays and information dialogues. We'll come back to them later. Why are you showing me now, then? Right. Now if you look at the upper right, you will see the current date, which is June 1st, 1920. This is a turn-based game, and each turn lasts 7 days. I like that. I like one turn a week. You get 4 turns a month, sometimes 5, and it's like 52 a year. It's pretty good. I would say. I think 50 turns a year would be great. It gives you 500 total, I think. You got a decade for this game, right? I don't remember. If you ever run out of action or movement points, press next turn button to advance to the next turn. Go ahead, press it now. We'll continue once you've done that. Okay. It's now the next turn. I've done nothing. As you can see, the date advanced to June 8th, 1920. On each turn, all of your action points and your movement points will be refilled as well. Back to their max, you don't get overtime. Understood. Ooh, nice rotation. You didn't need to go that far, but I liked it. This building here is your safe house. Let's take a look inside. Click on the marker to open the building info dialog. I got 2 favors available in this location. Okay. From the outside, this looks like a regular business operated by myself, your Uncle Lewis. Oh, he's the guy doing the tutorial. Very nice, very nice. But inside, there's plenty of storage and room to start a new operation. This building is the owner, all your space. Front of the building says Lumber and Supply Co. Okay. Let's look at these in order. First, click on the business tab. In the blue tab, you see the dialogue window. Yep. So this is what happens in the place. This is the legitimate business that I've been running. It will provide good cover for whatever operation you'll want to set up. So this place makes malt syrup. Malt syrup, I believe, is one of the ingredients in alcohol. I think. I'm fairly certain. It's going to tell you, but essentially each place produces a different thing, and a lot of them are very useful for making alcohol. And now check on the storage tab. This is how much is in there. Panel shows what's stored in the basement. There's a lot of booze here, dating from before Prohibition. Yeah, they can't take what was already existing. Just don't drink or sell or whatever or manufacture later. We'll make good use of it. Why do you have 110 beers? Back room tab. Ain't nothing going on back here. This panel shows what's set up in the back of the building. Right now it's empty, but you can start a new operation. Yeah. Now click on the corner tab. Ooh, this shows me information. I'm not sure I ever clicked on this before. Dialog shows information about the corner we're on. A corner is a basic unit of territory. Every building belongs to some corner or another, and corners may belong to someone's territory. Over here, we got other businesses on this corner. There's other businesses at this corner. Whenever you're at some corner, you can visit all the businesses there. That's pretty cool. So we got a pastry shop, a junkyard, and a lumber company. And also this 4th building, which I guess is a home. I don't know, looks like a garage of some kind. Anyway. This shows your respect level at this corner, and the respect of other people who are known around here, because you're very high respect level, thanks to me telling people about you. This corner became part of your territory. Yeah, that's a whole thing. This game has a huge reputation factor, because, it's the 1920s. People are going to care more about word of mouth than anything they've ever seen you do. And then, secondly, they care about what you do, but, Conversely, this is the heat level, which is 0. At this corner. Mouse over to get more details. Illegal activity generates heat, and heat attracts police attention. This is a quiet part of the city. Nobody has made a lasting impression here. Not yet, anyway. This is a thing I don't believe I ever looked at when I played. Speaking of the devil, here's the information about the police precinct we're in. Mouse over to get more details. So far, it's been quiet, and quiet is good for business. Precinct 25. The cops are not interested in this corner. Maybe you can keep it that way. Look, don't talk down to me, okay? Smith outfit. Oh, these are nearby places. Okay. Okay, so let's close this now and get back to our safe house. Sure. Now click on the tab with my portrait. This is the actual business itself. This is me, your dear Uncle Lewis. I told your parents I'll take care of you and I'll help you get started in the city. There's different stuff going on. Click this dialogue for now. Close this dialogue for now. Yeah, so this is how you interact with people. You're going to do this a lot in the game. I've been beating my gums for a while now. Yeah, my throat is parched and starting to hurt. Let's go for a walk instead. Okay, see this business here? It's on the same corner as we are. Let's pay them a visit. Sure. Laura Corbin. We're now visiting Laura Corbin, who runs Corbin's Polish pastry shop. We'll have a chat in 1 second, but first let's find out more about them. Okay? Move your mouse over the portrait. You will get a variety of useful details about them. Their traits and temperament are useful to know. They will impact your dealings with them. Ethnicity is also important, as people of the same ethnicity as you will be more friendly towards you. Are we... am I Polish? I don't know. I never looked at you. You would have the same ethnicity as me. Oh well. Bakeries use yeast. Yeah. This meter shows how they feel about you. Mouse over to get more details. So 20, they know you from way back in the day due to personality quirks. +2, your crew member was friendly. Yeah, I'm friendly sort. I'm fairly certain. This person also owes you a favor or two. You'll be able to spend them later, but choose carefully. They don't come often. Yeah, you gain favors by talking to people, and it's a whole ass process. Let's look over here. This is how you can strike up a friendly conversation with this person. You can see what they're saying to the left, and you can choose your response on the right. Let's talk about buying and selling. Got a great relationship. You said you'd be willing to help me out however you can. Okay. Go ahead and select the first option, ask about buying and selling. Sure. If you want to buy or sell something, this is how you go about it. But there's another thing you should check out. For sure, let's see if there's something you're interested in. If you're interested, I sell corn syrup, malt syrup, and stoneware crops. So selling is red, and if it's green, that means they're buying. That's how you know. Got a feeling she also trades in things you don't know about yet. Yeah. So as you discover more of the game, it's slightly Metroidvania in that regard, where you learn as you go and you get extra stuff. There's another thing we should check out. Let's see who they know. Click on that connections button highlighted in the upper left part of your screen. Okay, this dialogue displays many more details about this person, including personal info and, most importantly, all the connections we know about, which are limited for the time being. Oh, I didn't know that's... Oh, my God. You know someone on the upper end of town over there. My God. Laura, what are you doing over here? Oh, you also know a rival outfit over there. I got the river here, and that's pretty cool. No, that's the train station. Looks like a river, though. Anyway. Which are limited for the time being. Connections are going to be crucial to you. If you're trying to buy or sell any alcohol these days, you gotta know folks who like you and who trust you. Yeah, so I can't go sell on to people who don't know about me. I mean, I can, but it's not gonna get me any, it's not gonna garner me any favors here. You need to learn how to work those connections to get what you need, but that's for later. For now, close the dialogue. How about a change of scenery? Let's go for a ride. You drive. Oh, go there. Here's another nearby business. This one is one corner away. Click on the marker. Let's see what happens. As you can see, some information is displayed, but they're too far to visit. You'll need to drive over there to actually talk to the business corner. Something you'll run into often, other than one of your people will need to actually physically go there to talk to somebody. Let's drive there. Click on the marker. Select yourself. Okay. Now right-click the arrow. As you can see, the marker business changes colors. Businesses on the same corners you turn to green to negate you visit them. Conversely, the businesses are too far are dark gray. There's also other colors to clarify. Seeing as all copacetic, I've never known how to spell the word copacetic. That's neat. I have a task for you to try on your own. Drive around until you find your cousin, Albert Rocks. He runs Cafe Libre nearby. He'll be able to liquidate some of the illegal inventory you've got stashed in the basement. I won't tell you where Cafe Libre is located. That's your first task, but it's near here. Pay him a visit. Find him and pay him a visit. I'll leave you alone for now. And remember, if you ever run out of movement points, just hit next turn button. Cafe Libre, right there. Hey, I did it. Great, you found your cousin Albert. I literally hovered over the first cafe icon. I suppose it could have been that one, but I didn't look. I looked there first. Ooh, I can sell there. Now ask him about buying and selling. Cafe, great to see you. Hey, cousin! Hungarian. Okay, interesting. What do you buy, what do you sell? Looks like you can sell him some of the homemade beer we've got stashed away. Continue. Don't have any in your car, so you need to come back with the goods. Close this dialogue for now. Alright. So long. Drive to the safe house. Let's pick up some brew. Understood. Okay, let's go. From the safe house, switch to the storage tab. Yeah, you don't have to tell me. Oh, right. There we go. Storeroom contents are on the left, your car's trunk on the right. Now click on the homemade beer storeroom until you've loaded up to 20 crocs in your car. If you hold shift, oh, it actually says. Hold shift is 100. Control, why is shift more than control? That feels weird to me. Anyway. I can do 20. Great. Finish loading and go. Now go back to Albert and sell him as much homemade beer as he's willing to take. I'll leave you alone until you're done. I only got so much movement left. Hey, what are you buying? What are you selling? I have some in my car right now. Cool. Offer to sell. I did it. Oh, and he likes that. They're distant family, but they're family. You go in your business. Do the personal course. Last person sent there. You'll see your relationship with Albert improved a lot. For unrelated reasons, actually. Oh, business together is 15, right. Doing business with people improves relationships, and especially if the business is of the illegal kind. Okay. As your relationship improves, you start collecting favors. Because Albert has a high opinion of you, you now have a couple favors ready to use up. Let's spend a favor. In the conversation with Albert, select the second option to talk about favors and helping out. Now, I'm curious about something. Heat level none. Okay, so heat is 19.8. That is higher than it should be. Anyway. Okay, let's talk about those favors. Now select the first option, asking for an introduction for someone who's also buying these kinds of goods. So all buying what I've got for sale or selling anything I need. I do indeed know someone who would buy that booze you have lying around. You should meet my friend Norman. You're getting offered an introduction to Albert's friend. Finish it and spend one favor to get the introduction. Tell me more. Ooh, right over there, huh? I trust your judgment. Put in a good word for me. Great, you got introduced to Norman. Welcome to a warm introduction from Albert. Already trusts you, willing to talk about legal goods with you. Introductions from trusted friends are going to be the foundation of your business. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. God, it's already been 23 minutes. It goes slow. It is... The tutorial is real full of information. Make sure to keep an eye on the network and take introductions when you can. Drive over to Norman and sell him some homemade beer as well. You know how to do this. I'll see you when you're done. Where am I? Friendly, organized, and hardworking. Okay, so I go to here. Ooh, I'm almost out of movement, but not quite yet. Not quite. Soap water. Hi there, welcome. What's going on? What do you have to sell? Or what do you want to buy? Yeah, mutual acquaintance. For sure, let's see if you have something you're interested in. In fact, I'm in the market for brick wine and homemade beer. Waiting for you to finish selling more homemade... Well, you know what? I don't have a lot on me, but I got at least some. Offer to sell. I made all the money back. Let me direct your attention over here. Exploration. I wonder how many lessons there are. I'm not sure I ever finished this tutorial the original time around. See the marker's icon? That's a business that hasn't been scoped out yet. Okay? We don't know what goes on there, but we can find out. If you're not there already, drive over to that corner so the marker turns green. Once you're there, go to the marker. Yeah. Okay, so I clicked on it and that used one of my actions. You took the time to hang out on the corner and observe the comings and goings, so it took one action point. But now we learned that it's called Keen's Pastry Shop, and we got some idea about what it does. You can see all the details if you mouse over the notification on the top of the screen. Yeah, observations. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I didn't know about the whole observations thing. That's a lot more in-depth than I remember. Bakery used often involves yeast and fermentation, just like making booze. Interesting. This business supplies restaurants all over town with a variety of foodstuffs, but also likely provide with less legal libations. You can secure a source. Hang on, I'll be right back. I need to go get something to drink. My throat is hurting. Alright, I've returned, got my water, opened the window because it's a little warm in here. It's reaching 6 degrees, which I don't know if you know, but up here in the Great White North, that's Celsius. So, once you start exploring the city, all businesses will start out unknown. Pick which ones to scope out, of course. Speaking of which, is a big city, and it would be good for you to get out there and explore it a little. Yeah, this is going to teach me about exploring areas I've never been to before. Corners that you haven't explored yet show up as sepia-colored, and you don't know what kind of businesses are located there. It's only after you explore a corner that you'll find out what's there. Go ahead and drive to this unknown corner. Just a heads up, it will consume a lot of movement points, because, you know, everything's scary out there. If you don't have enough, don't forget to advance to the next turn. Go ahead and explore the new corner. Alright, let's go. Alright, well, next turn, of course, I have to wait a week. Busy this week. You know, I got stuff to do. But hey, it's time. Okay, so this is how the map exploration works. Tall building, I like it. Yeah, everything is sepia is like basic-ass buildings, but everything like actually colored is the official real buildings. And we got a big-ass tall building right there. If you're on those stairs, you could jump onto the train if you wanted. Not that you need to. Trains don't really go that fast back then. So how the map exploration works bit by bit, corner by corner. You can drive around, identify new businesses, scope them out, and then talk to the owners and find out what they're buying and selling. But if you can get warm intros, that's much better because they already start out trusting you. Earning the trust of someone completely unknown is much harder. Correct. Great, you're picking up things pretty quickly. So now I have another task for you. Remember all the beer stash in the safe house? Go ahead and sell it off. All of it. Afterwards, you'll invest more money into some kind of new operation. Maybe a brewery or a speakeasy. So go around, try and sell more to Albert or anyone else who's buying. And if they introduce you to more people, take them up on it. I'll wait until you have 1,200 in total. And then we'll continue. Understood. Okay, so I gotta go make some money. And the only way I know how, by going to this corner. Okay, I want to talk about if you know other people buying or selling. That is not. No, I thought I could. Anyway, I'll see you around. So I need to go here. Okay. I can hold 39. Now, there is a surefire way to know who's buying what. I forget the exact way, but like over here, there's people who buy and sell beer, right? Next turn. Ooh, police officer on their way. Hypothetically, what's the heat on this corner? Ooh, barely any. Okay, so that's not nothing. That's not a lot. Last thing you want to do is get caught by the cops. Oh, you buy 51. Oh, hang on. Hang on a moment. Why aren't you just hitting all the 6 today? What does that mean? That is an expression I've never heard before. I mean, I've obviously heard it before. I've played this tutorial before, but like, damn. Now that you have a nice pile of dough, we can start building a new life for ourselves in this city. Understood. I think there's 12 lessons in total. I don't remember specifics, though. Let's talk about operations. The real money in the city comes from manufacturing and selling your own illegal alcohols. Yeah, you can't just get by off of what used to exist. You gotta make more. Prohibition Act made booze making and distribution illegal and therefore incredibly profitable, as all illegal things are. So as long as you don't get pinched, that is. To establish a new operation, you need a building you control with some empty space in the back. Fortunately, there's plenty of room in the back of the safe house, so we can establish a new operation there. Drive back to the safe house. I'm on my way. Don't worry about that. First, let's unload some of this cash. Yeah, I was actually going to do that regardless of what the tutorial said. Open the safe house dialogue and do the thing. Let's just dump all of that there. I don't need all of that on me. Great, now switch to the empty back. Well, first of all, you want to carry at least like 200 bucks on you. Not everything, but some things. Great, now switch to the empty backroom tab. Perfect. As I mentioned, the backroom is available. Press the new operations button. These are the various operations you can set up. These are the ones you know how to run right now. In the future, you'll learn about many more, but right now, you can only know about a few things. Okay. Since you know several people who are interested in beer, let's build the home brew operation. You'll be able to distribute it more easily. Make sure the operation is selected, and then press build. Yeah, so this place, like this business, the Lumber Co., makes stoneware Crocs, which is fantastic. You want a place that makes Crocs. You want to own a place that makes Crocs, so you're never out. Make sure the operation is selected, and then hit build. Home brew. Okay, it costs... Oh yeah, and also lumber. Malt syrup and stoneware Crocs. This place makes both of those. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna build that. Like to install... It takes 5 turns to do. Great, it will take a few turns until it's operational, but in the meantime, here's an overview of how it will work. Every 4 turns, it takes that much. Here we can see a brewery consumes malt syrup and empty stoneware Crocs. One moment as I take some water. Move your mouse over the different elements to see more details. Homemade beer, 30 Crocs, 10 small barrels of malt syrup. That is a lot of malt syrup. Also, you've already built enough malt syrup in storage, but you're missing stoneware Crocs. You'll have to go buy some, because without supplies, the operation won't amount to much. Oh, I thought you made those. Hang on. Oh, you just make the syrup. Gotcha. So we just have stoneware Crocs. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, whoa, hang on. There we go. By the way, later on, when you have more money and people, consider assigning a manager to this operation or installing some upgrades and expansions. They can make a world of difference in improving your profit margins. Yes, this is something I didn't fully take advantage of when I last played this game. I'm definitely going to start doing more of that. Less automation, more production, I guess you could say. Well, isn't this the bee's knees? You're already starting a new brewing operation, and with only a little bit of help from your uncle, your parents would be so proud, which reminds me, I should write them. In the meantime, you should go and procure more stoneware Crocs so that the operation can start producing some goods for sale. I'm not sure who sells them. You'll have to drive around and figure that out for yourself. Let's quickly take a look at some information overlays and reports. Yeah, so I was about to mention this. So this is how I learned where everything is in the, this is one of the things I did remember from the tutorial. It's going to help you in various ways. In the upper left corner, you can see a variety of drop-downs with additional information. Click on the first one. The far left one, the resource overlays. Very, very important. This is the resources display. It shows you who you know that buys or sells specific resources. Go ahead and scroll down to stoneware Crocs. Trade resource. You can also look through the other resources. You can also bring this overlay up quickly by pressing Z. Z? Oh, interesting. Okay. That one. Ooh, 2 people selling. Nobody buying. You can mark You can also select multiple resources and then mark your selection as favorite by pressing the left highlighted button. These favorites will be remembered when you open this overlay. You can toggle your favorites by hitting the right highlighted button. Feel free to try it out when you're done. Close the overlay using it. The same top left button will continue. So I can favorite things, I can toggle the visibility, but I'm not doing any of that. Next, it is a list of overlay informational overlays. Click it to open it. Yeah, info stuff. There are several overlays here, but we'll focus on just a few right now. Different things. Respect and heat. I looked a lot at the heat map. I remember that. The respect overlay shows your level of respect in the neighborhood. Your territory grows based on the respect you have on each block. So it's important to grow and keep respect levels high. We'll talk about how to do that in a little bit. You can also bring this report up quickly by pressing C. Feel free to explore, and then continue when you're ready. Okay. Press C. Ooh, the respect. I got a lot of respect in I was gonna say in these two blocks, but there's only one block here. There's just a lot going on in this one in particular. Heat. Some heat there, some heat here, but none where I'm making, which is very important. You don't want heat where you manufacture. Zoning, residential, all the buildings, commercial, and industrial. Ooh, lots of industrial up there. Very nice, very handy. Recent transactions, pretty cool. Controlled buildings, 1. Known fronts, 1. Scheduled deliveries, none, because we don't got that yet. Car shops, junkyard, and Southern Motors. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Police precincts. So this is the where mine, essentially. And we got weirdly the same color everywhere. Ideally, you want it to be different colors so you can more easily see what's going on. You can vaguely tell the difference, I guess. Not between this and this, though. It's like a pink, white pink, and a purple pink. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway. The heat overlay is also very important. It shows the amount of police attention on each corner. Such as due to illegal activities or fights, the higher that heat level, the higher the chance of a surprise police visit. You can also bring this report up by pressing X. What happens when you hit V? Nothing. Z? That one. Population. I am curious about something. Hungarian. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Police precincts overlay shows each corner belongs to each precinct. Each precinct has one captain who patrols the area. It might be a good idea to befriend them. Click continue when ready. At the bottom is the zoning. Overlay shows city building. Businesses are typically limited to industrial and commercial zones. Residential zones might have their own surprises too. Below that, the population overlay shows the distribution of different ethnicities in the city. Ethnicity. People of the same ethnicity are predisposed to like each other a bit more than average, so you use that to your advantage. Yeah. So it's, I mean, obviously it's based on the concept of, you know, slightly positive racism. But yeah, no, you see people like you, you go to people like you like people like you. That's just how the 1920s worked. Okay. Now the third drop down is a collection of reports. Press that button to open it. Okay, we got a lot of stuff here. Ooh, Gamblers is new. See a list of gamblers playing at your gambling houses. Yeah, so they added gambling to my last game, which is why it broke. So, you know, it changed a lot, so, you know, there's a lot going on. This drop-down lists a number of reports you can consult related to different parts of the game. Financial report is probably the most important, immediately interesting one, but others going to feel very useful as well. Finances. Ooh, yeah. Look through them and then hit continue. Yeah, I'll look through these. Hang on. My legacy, got stuff going on there. Crew list, nothing. My outfit, this is new, I think. I don't remember this. Intimidator and accountant. Yeah, this is all new, I'm fairly certain. That's pretty cool. Fronts and territory, got the one. Rival outfits. I only know about one, but there's a few in the city. Crew skills, nothing specifically. Learnable skills, nothing specifically. Missions, pending requests, none. Notification history. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember this being here last time. And gamblers. Okay. Finally, the fourth button shows the game encyclopedia, which contains information about various aspects of the game in one place. Take a look. Yeah, I did use this a fair bit in the past. Whenever you have questions about some game elements, click here first. Feel free to look around and then click continue. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of everything going on here. There's a lot of skills you can learn. Absinthe works? Damn. Alright, I'll get you back to your goal of getting supplies. I'll be back a bit later. I'll talk about your territory. Growing your crew and your territory is going to be crucial in order to maximize profits and also protect yourself from rival outfits. Oh yeah, did I say rivals? If you haven't run into any rivals yet, don't worry, you will. But we'll talk about that later as well. For now, concentrate on getting some beer production going. Follow the goals in the upper left of your screen. And buy some more stoneware crocs and deliver them to your safe house. By the way, as you drive around and visit people, instead of regular left click, you can shift left click to get right into buying or selling conversation, skipping over topics. Oh, but I don't mind that. That's actually kind of fine. I like going there because, you know, sometimes I'm just very interested. Maybe there's something else I want to know. Maybe they got a different thing I didn't notice before. It's all about stuff, you know. So I gotta go buy some stoneware crocs, which I'm fairly certain are this place and this place? This place. One of the places. Yeah, both of them. Okay. Okay, talk about buying and selling. I want to buy this. I can hold 70 at a time. Offer to buy. I don't mind buying it all. See you around. And I gotta load it off. And I don't have to click finish loading and then hit X, I just like to. Oh, hang on. Let's talk about another important thing. Territory. Control the street corners is the cornerstone of every successful outfit. You need to have the territory under control before you can build more operations or hire any crew. Yeah, getting more corners was, I believe, the hardest part about this game. Because the automation was probably harder, but I liked it a lot. You need to have your territory under control before you can build more operations or hire any crew. Okay. Smith and Morgan. Right now you only have one corner under your control, the same one where your safe house is, but by my calculation you will need about 5 or 6 before you can start hiring more people and growing your outfit. Okay, control other corners. Control over corners comes from respect. As locals learn about you, your respect rises. And if it's close to 100, the corner will switch over to you, pay allegiance to you. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. So it can just passively happen. That's pretty cool. Territory brings many benefits. First, the more corners you have, the more people you can hire and buildings you can control. Second, businesses inside your territory will be offering you all sorts of opportunities, so it's good to expand as much as possible. Finally, and maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but businesses inside your territory can be extorted for cash. It's a brutal thing to do, and it might have repercussions, but it does produce a steady revenue stream. Yeah, I very regularly hit the extortion thing. It's good passive income, you know, while you're setting up your drink operation. Make a corner wet, if you will. In order to do any of that, you need to set up a front. A new front is how you get a foothold in a community. By grabbing hold of a single corner first, and then using the front to bring all the surrounding corners into the fold as well. I'll show you how. Yeah, this is very important. Okay, go visit your cousin Albert and see if he'd be interested in running a front for you. Alright. Hey, yo, let's talk. This conversation start with favors. Ask about starting a front. After the conversation, pay the required cash for favor and start the front. So we're a common friend. Our outfit wants to expand our territory and take over this part of the city. I want you to run a front for us at a fine establishment. What exactly is involved in running a front? Well, it's pretty simple. First, you need the locals on our side and gain respect, benevolent protectors. So keep your ear to the ground for any opportunities to throw some money around for a good cause. Got it so far? Sure do. What happens then once your respect is spread? Once people know about us and we control a new corner, our outfit will expand and offer protection for local businesses. We will help protect our friends from misfortune. In exchange, they will come here to drop off some envelopes. I'll need you to collect some for me and not ask any questions. I know you're hesitant, so I'll throw in $84 to sweeten the deal. I got some amount in my car. 140. Let's shake on it. Yeah. Hey, I got a new front. Respect is rising in this city. Another new corner has been added to your crew's territory. Great, a new front has been set up. You can see this corner immediately joined your territory. Fronts serve multiple purposes. They can be used to expand your territory by increasing your respect in the neighborhood. Also, if you're extorting businesses, they will be collecting the cash for you up front to pick up. And now we'll see the new front start work on increasing your respect to grow the territory even more. Go back to your cousin, but this time ask him about expanding your territory, then agree to his price, and he'll get started. He'll get started. I got 56 bucks on me. Alright, so... No, I have another idea. How's our front doing? Let's talk about the locals. Okay. Have you seen the state of the parks in this area? They're a disgrace. Is there any parks in this particular corner? If a local leader were to only come forward to fund the upkeep, that person would have the respect of an entire block. You have an interesting way of asking for things. I'd be happy to say pay $10 every month for the upkeep of the local park, so long as that respect materializes. Good, Albert is hard at work improving your name recognition in the neighborhood. In 7 or 8 turns, the corner should recognize you and join your territory. I'll wait with you until it does. Excuse me? Waiting for a new corner to join player's territory. It should only take a few turns. Meanwhile, you can go about your business. I don't want to play the game. I want a tutorial, guys. Alright, well... I could just hit next turn a whole bunch. I just might. 4 turns. 5 turns. No, it just says 5 favors. I'm just gonna hit next turn a whole bunch. This is the tutorial. This is not the real game. Hey, respect is rising in the city. Another corner has been added to your crew's territory. Hey, there it is. Now you have 3 corners under your control. Not bad at all. There's something to remember. If your front is working on your behalf, it's going to have some costs. Make sure to visit them at least once a month and cover their expenses. They'll display this red support symbol if you're overdue. Alternatively, you could extort some businesses in the area. Then the front will collect payments, skim off the top to cover expenses, and give you the rest of cash. That's why I always did the extortion thing. We'll come back to this in a moment. Okay. Now keep expanding until you've reached 5 corners total. You should go back to Albert and pay the convert more corners as many times as possible. Alternatively, you should set up a different front, but expanding around an existing front is more efficient in the long term. I'll make a note for you. See the missions list on the side of your screen. I see it, don't worry. Oh. Said something about extortion, didn't I? I guess it's time for me to fess up. I never tried something like that myself, and I'm too much of a softie anyway. Nobody's afraid of me. Whenever I'm at a local joint, there's a couple of these goons, real tough guy types, boasting about how much they're raking in from other offering protection to businesses all around. Let me tell you how it works. First, you identify a vulnerable business like this one, for example. It has to be inside your territory and has to be very close to a front, otherwise this won't work. They won't be afraid of you. Then you drive over there, strike up a conversation about protecting them. Be all smiles, but not friendly, you know? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Hang on, more water. When you talk for 50 minutes straight, it hurts. They'll get it immediately, and some of them will cave right away, especially those who really respect you. But if they don't, you'll have a new problem on your hands. You'll have to do something about it, otherwise you'll have disrespect hanging over you. And in any case, remember that extorting people is a nasty business. It will make them unhappy and they'll complain to others about it. Like with every hurtful action, people will talk, and this might hurt your relationship with other people and vice versa. If you do good by people, they will talk it up as well to influence others. And you see you're itching to give it a try, go ahead and drive over to the business. Try talking about protecting them from misfortune and see what happens. I'll wait here. First things first, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay up this first. And I'm going to do that, and then, you know, now I don't owe anything. I like not having outstanding balances. Okay. Taking control of this corner, some things will be in charge from this change from this point on. Successfully start a business inside. Yeah, the respect to 0 is a problem. You don't know me. Make sure nothing bad happens to your business for a nominal maintenance fee. And what you have in mind. Cash donations will keep things running smoothly. Albert Rax will be collecting $20 every month. Extortion. I don't know, I didn't get to read that. And there you go. You threatened and hurt some innocent people just to make a buck. I make 20. Well, I made 10. It's a good thing your poor mother doesn't know how her little boy turned out. You are the one who directed me this way, sir. Well, that's how this works. The people you extort will bring a little envelope to the nearest front every month. The front will then collect it all, subtract the operational expenses, and have the rest ready for you to pick up whenever you want. Just remember to visit your fronts regularly to pick up the money or to cover the costs if necessary. If the front goes bankrupt, you will lose all the territory it accumulated. Now let's get back to growing your territory. So you have a total of 5 corners. First, make sure that you go help the owner. Sport already did that. Second, talk to your front owner. Get more corner expansions going. And since getting to 5 corners is going to take a while, continue to manufacture and sell some homemade beer. And keep looking forward to more introductions. I'll see you around. Okay, so this is where I believe the game officially takes off. And there's probably more going on, but I'm not going to play the rest because this is a large section of game and not any tutorial. So it's been 53 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is it for the tutorial episode. If you want to learn more, there's certainly stuff on the internet, and there's definitely more in this game to learn. But for now, that will have to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. Make sure yourself a delightful day. I love you all. Goodbye.